Cimoooooooo. What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. So it's time again for another meme video. This time I asked the question on Twitter, show me your best memes only returning Yu-Gi-Oh players would understand. And we started with this gem right here. It said, when you try to tell a returning player about new summoning mechanics past fusions, I have no interest in your occult nonsense. How many times have you had this conversation? Hey, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh yeah, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, what deck do you play? I like to play a warrior deck, sometimes my reptile deck. You know, I really like those, you know, old school style of decks before they had any of those synchro summons or anything crazy like that. Yeah, I gotta go. Me, a returning Yu-Gi-Oh player. Synchro summons, Exceed summons, Pendulum summons, Link summons. You know, when you're getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and if you haven't played since like 2005, getting punched in the face feels just about right. Yu-Gi-Oh metagame evolves. Older decks. I am once again asking for support. It's actually kind of shocking to me that they don't print legacy support more often. Rather than focusing on some of these newer cards that no one really ever plays, if they gave older sets legacy support, I feel like that would rejuvenate the interests of some of these older players and actually make them want to play the game again. But I guess that's why we get things like Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. Set 5, pass turn. Opponent, attempt to go to battle phase. Oh, fuck. I remember when Evenly Matched was first released, and that was the most terrifying thing your opponent could ask, was just going straight to battle phase and to just absolutely blow you out from Evenly Matched. Man, Yu-Gi-Oh's great, isn't it? What a pity, Mr. Bond. All those cards and no extra monster zones for you to place them. I don't know why I went into like a half Pegasus accent there for a second. This one isn't super relevant now that Master Rule 5 is out and you're able to place your fusion monsters and your synchro monsters and your Xyz monsters in the main monster zone again, which is great. But man, anyone who played Master Rule 4 and ever got extra linked knows exactly how this feels. Opponent tries to hand trap my Oviraptor. Miscellaneousaurus. You know the rules, and so do I. I did that for two reasons. One, I'm not getting copyright strike by Rick Astley. And two, I just wanted to rickroll every single person watching this video. 2019 tins. We will release cards that can be used in every deck. Also, the cards are useful in the metagame. 2020 tins. Do you remember Yugi and Kaiba? You know, going back to the whole legacy support thing, I'm all for legacy support, but can we get some different legacy support that doesn't centralize around Yugi or Kaiba? I know they're the most iconic characters of the game, but like, let's move on from this. Your hand is broken, you say? Don't mind if I take a look. Oh God, man, I do not miss this whatsoever. Man, you thought hand looping was bad? This is like the king of hand loops. You're finally awake. That fall looked real bad. Link summon, main phase, 2020 ban list. What are you talking about? Come on, with no more monsters on the field, I summon Dark Magician, declare direct attack. You know, deep down, all of us can really feel the pain of our childhood in this one. When we first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, we maybe played with a friend or went to a local card shop, and we thought Duelist Kingdom rules were how you actually played the game, and then your hopes and dreams got completely demolished when someone had to be the bearer of bad news. Me talking shit before the duel starts. Me after drawing my initial 5 cards. Been there, buddy, been there. This is terraforming. Yup. I just saw you use this card to add Toon Kingdom from your deck to your hand. Yup. So therefore, you have Toon Kingdom in your hand, and I declare it, so you must discard it. That makes sense to me. So discard all copies of it in your hand. I don't have it. The only thing that was getting crushed after they changed the rules on this was people's spirits knowing that they could no longer play Mind Crush and get to look at their opponent's entire hand and discard the card that they called off of it as well. Thinking gives me stress, so I stopped doing that. Must be a Mystic Mind player. Yu-Gi-Oh! Then, I summon Dark Magician in attack mode and attack you directly. Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. Nice board you got there. It's a shame if someone has to clean it up for you. I realize that all games have some degree of power creep to them, but if you took someone from 2003 and showed them Dark Magician and told them that Access Code Talker was the next card that was going to be released, I think they'd shit their pants. I've I've seen this meme like 50 times already, but even after the 51st time, it is still just as funny as the first. I can use this to add my win condition to my hand. What do you say about that, Yugi? I activate Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Ah! You know, this really makes me wonder if the original anime had played by the actual rules, how that would have affected our view on the game as a whole. You are still legal in the format, but you will be limited to one. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Man, rip to all the players looking forward to playing 3 Called by the Grave this format. They gotta sell Crossout Designator somehow, people. Come on. Master Rule 5. Main Monster Zone. Fusion Synchro Xyz Monster. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Opponent. That's all? So it's my turn now? Me, an Orcus player, our turn. This doesn't even have to apply to Orcus. Pretty much every modern Yu-Gi-Oh deck plays during the opponent's turn to some degree. Orcus is just one of the worst offenders. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. You know, I feel like we all know someone who was really excited to get back into playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and then when they started going to their locals or maybe started playing with like a new friend group, they ran into like the Kaiba of this meme and just got completely disenchanted by the whole thing. When you see him on the 5th monster, but with no monster negates. I think... You know, you may not see it on their face, but I guarantee you anyone holding on to a Nibiru in this situation is just thinking, I'm about to end this man's whole career. Yu-Gi-Oh! Then. I summon 1 monster in face-up attack position and end my turn. Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. I summon 1 monster, which allows me to special summon 3 more monsters. Then I take all your monsters to special summon my boss monster. Then if you don't find a cure for Corona, I win the duel. Okay, buddy. Whoa there. Man, we're still a ways off for that one, but man, hopefully we get out of this coronavirus rut soon. I'll have a Blue Eyes deck. How original. But only the Synchro variant. Daring today, aren't we? You guys are doing really good with the SpongeBob memes this time around. I approve. It's time for you to look inward and start asking the big questions. If you put sliced cheese together with sliced bread to make grilled cheese, is it considered a synchro summon or a fusion summon? Well, it's obviously a... I guess you don't use polymerization, so it's a synchro summon? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You know, if you're returning to Yu-Gi-Oh, some of the shit you will hear people say, you will think they are just making it up like they're making it up in the anime, but the tragic part of it all is that it's 100% true. Eek, Hey guys! Ah! Oh my god, poor hero players. Hero players going for any of their openers. Hand traps. Yeah, that basically sums it up. OCG players reacting to whatever is happening in the TCG. You know, I feel like this is true more often than not. It seems like there's always some just sheer pandemonium taking place in the TCG, while everyone over in Asia is just like, yeah, we're good. If any of you guys are from the OCG, be sure to let me know down in the comments if this is how you feel. When time is almost up in the match, so you hit your opponent with the, thinking. Except it's dueling book. Oh man, can we just end the new end of match procedures? Like, it's so bad. My opponent calling me a degenerate burn player. Me just using cards I had as a kid since 2005. That's gotta feel so bad. I mean, you might be a person who played burn back then, or stall, or some other deck that no one likes to play against, but they're trying to get back into the game and everyone's just gonna hate them forever. Maybe that's okay because they played it back then, so what's changed? When old school players complain that the new mechanic will kill the game, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? I love the doomsday Armageddon that comes every single time we get a new mechanic added to the game. To be fair, that was 100% true with Pendulum, and I will stand by that. Finally, coming back to locals. It feels weird to meet you in real life. Yeah, that about sums up coronavirus in a nutshell. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this meme video. I have a ton of fun making these, just as you do submitting them to me. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.